Hello, today I'm going to speak about the column, that specific process engineering element that actually give mm, the whole strategy for the to and the possibility to go from automation to digital, where you could plan, you could be flexible on your um, energy model, and where you actually combine all of that knowledge behind the chemistry, physics, kinetics, storage of material, physics of the materials. So where the column is not just calculation of upper and lower working line of the column, and to find and extrapolate the reflux inside of the column, and to manage the data based on your experimental values, and then to combine that. It's much more complicated. It's all about the way you build your business plan in economical way, in business innovation, modeling that to convert the laws and regulation in a process, and further to create a laws and regulation. So that's the conservative market right now. On the liberal market, it was more economical solutions to adapt the whole plant and optimize it through Lean and Six Sigma, do the experimental data in order to achieve some product which is compatible on price and quality on the market. But here we speak about the real knowledge, and that's a benefit that actually we Green Digital Plastic has in front of all of other suppliers of such equipment. We could guarantee, and we actually we are able to create and solution for that specific element, and that's the knowledge and personal know-how from Green Digital Plastic and Biopoly. I'm very happy that of course I was responsible for all of the projects on the markets, especially in scale upping and for the process engineering, and to adapting the process to the industrial scale. But in the past, but the requirements of liberal market were just through expertise, some knowledge you have, and the skills, the mindset, you just adapt in order to achieve some results. Of course, there were knowledge inside, but not interpreted and fixed knowledge. It was just more skills and expertises through my knowledges, because I did my PhD at the field of polyurethane and synthesis of polyols, and where part of my PhD was to calculate a column for to convert the polyurethane waste material, PET waste material, into a polyol, which is suitable for case industry. Basically, that's a very specific area, so you should understand very well the chemistry, the structure, the molecular distribution, so you adapt that calculation and modified the equation for that calculation in order to achieve chemical results, to achieve good emissions, to have a quality and quantity control. So basically, that's a knowledge which I brought with me, and I have, and based on that knowledge, I have created Green Digital Plastic. That puts me in front of most of the solutions on the market, because most of the solutions, they have some chemical results, achievements, but to adapt that and to convert that in a real business through the laws and regulations, through the requirements of the new market, it's a long process. It's a long process, and it's optimization and adapting based on knowledge of the different departments. And here I have built a process where I've put all of that knowledge inside. And to show you the value of that knowledge, I have created all of those products which will be available on our website, where I'm going to give you the advantage to understand how you plan, calculate every part of that projects in polyurethane recycling or synthesis of polyols, where you ensure the possibility to have one-to-one flask to 40 cubic meter reactor, for example, or to ensure the quality and quantity of material and distillate and emissions, and to ensure the economics behind that process, and to plan the energy map of your plant. So it's not about most of you in the liberal market, you thought, oh, energy map is just the energy consumption in that facility, and I have to plan just the capacity and cables and what is the required energy for which is for those facilities, based on the engineering and process engineering inside. But energy map is a different thing. It's the business model. It's the description of the business model you have created, the flexibility of that business model, and this flexibility is based on the process elements as a column, and of course heat and material balance of how you construct the whole process through the units which are going to convert that material to in a product. So that's why when you speak about the recycling, polyurethane recycling, it's not recycling or waste material, it's a synthesis. So if you do understand the kinetic of the reactions, if you do understand the chemistry behind that processes, you are not going to speak about the recycling as just sustainable solutions to convert some wastes. So I'm glad to present all of that information, so you'll be able to use it, of course, if you purchase it. And then, of course, for any specific solution in the facility, in your facilities, because you could take this knowledge and to optimize in your facility based on the knowledge about the column, about how to plan one-to-one flask reactor. That's a lot of knowledge inside, but you are going to, just to put that knowledge in a different departments, and you have the sustainable leaders to combine that knowledge in a ratio. But still, it's a teamwork. It's gonna take you a lot of years to achieve the best optimum result and fully circular models. Of course, that's the typical way, and what we offer is a level of fully circular model where we just would like to be as a controversial model to all of that models, not to go directly to economics, because most of the people now, they don't like the circular market. All of you struggle because of the recession, inflation, and you try to convert that in economical models, which is going to kill the good idea behind the circular market. And the good idea is to bring that mindset to your employees, to your facility, to have that environmental friendly and economical successful facilities. And that's why most of the fully circular solutions through the years are going to struggle, and we offer that knowledge. We offer the knowledge for you to be stable on the market, and no engineering company, especially in polyurethane recycling or in synthesis or chemical company, could give that information the way we are going to present it, because I don't know any company to guarantee now especially in the recycling, polyurethane recycling, something as a process duration, batch duration, energy consumption, and all of those guys, they speak, oh, we have different materials, we could not follow that. It's not true. It's not true. Depends on the model. We have a solution for treatment of different polyurethane waste materials. We are going further to build that model, and of course we look for one facility, one partner to trust us, and that's why now you are able to, in a few weeks, to purchase all of that information separately. I know it will be useful for you to understand when you even work with the different engineering companies or chemical companies in that area, to understand what is truth and what is not, just not knowledge or not real interpretation of the truth. So based on that information, you will be very, very familiar with those processes. You are going to understand that it's same as a synthesis or very similar as a synthesis processes, and what you should expect from those processes. And I see a lot of companies present they have achievement in a product quality, but product quality is just the economical start of those solutions, which is covered by the renewable energy used in that factories. But once the market brings the fully circular solutions, there will be competition between those solutions to, which models are going to lead and which are going to be on the lower level. And we have the conservative market, so don't forget that. So the conservative market is different than the liberal market. Here we should have not hypothesis but the whole truth about the processes, and that's based on knowledge. So what we offer is knowledge, and we don't know any engineering company, especially in polyurethane recycling, or chemical company polyurethane recycling, that has that knowledge. And we openly presented that knowledge on the market. And if you don't think or it's like marketing from my side, you are wrong, because if it was not truth, I will be not able to present it in that way, to push the market to say the truth. And I'm going to decide and to build that economical models, however, but I prefer to be on the level where we keep the circular market protected from all of those not knowledge and mistakes that could bring the circular market down in 20 years of time, where you should it will come the next change and the next understanding of energy and circularity, which will be on the higher level. So it will be more pressure if you don't go on the right way to build that market. And now all of the companies use the liberal solution. So if you don't follow the requirements of the conservative market, if you don't follow the requirements of the nature and environmental friendly solutions, not just based on interpretation, but to be focused, to build the right mindset. So you need really the fully circular solution that gives you way to move forward, not to bring that market down. And so we offer such a solution, and we will be glad to speak further with all of the people which are active in that area. And let's keep in touch. And I'm sure when you get that information which you are going to present in our knowledge, and it's not existed on that on the market right now, even your patents or whatever, because most of the patents that was the liberal market. Even there are some, a lot of different interpretation of the chemistry and physics and kinetics and engineering incorporated in those patents by the missing of some knowledge or not knowledge, or even build it by some of desire of the developer of those patents, that they bring something new on the market, but and they didn't used to be focused on the truth, and they just put a lot of hypotheses inside of those patents, and now you need the knowledge about that, and if you don't have the knowledge, you could not protect all of those patents and developments which most of the employees think they did in that areas. So that's why we are very confident that there isn't any solution like ours on the market, the whole package, and we're going further to give you that information that will help your fully circular model to go and to achieve and to move in the right direction. So purchase that courses, and when you use that information and you have positive results, you will understand that's why it's important to build the connection, business connection with us to move forward. One of the reasons is to go faster on the road, and of course faster will protect that faster, and achieving a positive real result will protect that market, and will give the economy more flexibility, and the other models will have chance to develop as well. Thank you.